What's going on, everyone? Tallen back here, and today I want to make a discussion video. And what is this discussion video going to be about? Well, it's going to be about Golden Week. Now, a lot of you might be scratching your head going, Tallen, what is Golden Week? I don't know what that is. If you don't know, it is basically a long string of holidays here in Japan around late April to early May. And it's pretty popular. You've probably heard of a few of them, probably like Boys' Day and things like that. Coming of age ceremonies sometimes are held around these days. And it's about a month or so after school and general work has started here in Japan. April tends to be the beginning of the new year, essentially, when it comes to things like that. So, as you know, there are a bunch of celebrations going on and everything like that. And if you happen to remember from last year on the JP version of Dokkan, that is when we had the Golden Week celebration, which, if you don't remember, was the announcement of Gogeta and STR Janemba. Of course, those banners brought tons of hype, banners, sales, the whole 9 yards, new events, everything like that. I mean, stuff you'd expect from Dokkan, right? It was nothing revolutionary or anything like that. I think we might have gotten Battlefield in the beta again, but let's face it, no one really particularly cared about it. Plus, you still couldn't get LR Guinea at the time. You still technically can't get them now unless you seriously save up all those medals. That's getting off topic right there. So, but what I want to talk about is maybe not necessarily what we can expect, but this is kind of something to, like, you know, what we can expect over the next month in terms of kind of content stuff, not necessarily particular characters, because we only know about one or two things that are potentially coming, but also just simply, you know, really, should you be like saving your stones? Should you be spending them? All that kind of stuff. I mean, in the end, it's up to you what you spend your stones on. And I want to say that right now, it is totally up to you. If I say something that say, you know what, I'm going to skip this, I'm going to save this for right now, and you go, whoa, hold up, I want that character. It's like, okay, then by all means, go ahead. I'm just saying, if you are somebody who likes to maybe get a value out of your stone in terms of, you know, the 3 multis and then a free one and things like that, or if you particularly want a certain character, then you need to just, you know, keep in mind that certain things are going to be coming up in rapid succession if you are, you know, comparing it to last year. Because when I was looking back at last year, I'm like, we only had like one banner or so that was like really kind of ooh-ah between now and Golden Week, which is again at the end of April. And I'm like, so what potentially happening now? So I want to quickly go over what we got last year, just real quickly, and then I want to go over what we know is coming this year and what I personally think will come based on the Japanese calendar itself, you know, since, you know, being over here and everything like that. So, without further ado, let's quickly start things off. So, if you remember, we're going to jump back to the 18th real quick, because, again, that's when we had this UI Goku and Jiren thing going on. It was the, you know, UA episode of Dragon Ball Super and all that, episode 130. So, again, that was Sunday. What happened at this time last year? Well, if you don't remember, this is when we got SSJ3 Angel Goku and Masked Santa, or AKA Bardock with a mask on. Don't give me any of that Goten stuff. We all know it's not. But anyway, basically what happened is that's what we got, right? And I remember we didn't have, it was only on one banner. There was no multiple banners or anything like that, thinking that Bardock was going to be a Dokkanfest exclusive. He turns out to be in every single banner now. You know, tons of people have pulled him on different banners, no problem. And, you know, there was your usual Dokkan stone sale and all that kind of stuff. So we expected that, right? So that went in from the 18th until the 1st of April, which at that time was a Saturday, actually, which is kind of weird. I thought it was originally a Tuesday, but I'm on DBZ Space. I got it to the side of me right now so I can take a look at it. By the way, I'll be putting up all these pictures and everything so you can see them. Gameplay in the background is just kind of random whatever stuff I recorded. So anyway, so that's what we had at this time compared to now. Then, after that, we had in between these banners, I know we got, like, you know, full agility banners, or we got a double rates banner at the here and there. I'm not really talking about that stuff. If that stuff pops up, great. I fully expect that to be popping up during this next month here, and so, but I'm not really talking about those. I'm talking about the big ones, right? The Dokkanfest ones, the ones that we really want to get the good characters, the ones that are going to bring back, you know, the Vegetos, the Roses, the whole 9 yards, right? All that stuff. So just keep that in mind when I am talking about these. I will be skipping over a few of them that are kind of just like, okay, we know that stuff, but, you know, they're, I wouldn't call them trap banners, but, you know, they're just like, you know, if you need something from them, great, pull on it. If not, the majority of us will probably skip it unless you are extremely lucky on a single. So anyway, going back to it though, after we got the SSJ3 Angel Goku, literally a few days later, we got the Super 17 banner. And what happened after that is that, of course, brought the next 120% leader. Now, keep in mind, back when this was happening, this was, during the time of the 120% leaders. So there were 10 guys that we had to get. We got 2 of them during the year 2 celebration. And then right after that, back to back to back, basically, we were getting these guys, just going. And a lot of us were kind of just like, oh man, come on, Dokkan, slow it down a bit. We don't have the stones to keep going for these, of course, unless you are able to pay or whale out or whatever the case may be. And so I remember I skipped 17. I skipped Brawly and things like that. So there were definitely ones where I'm just like, nope, not going to deal with that right now. So with these category leaders, on the other hand, though, they seem to have toned it back a little bit, at least. Just a little bit. It's more like, we get a Dokkanfest banner, and then we'll have like maybe a week off from having that particular banner around, and then there might be something else. However, I could be wrong. They could do this as well. But again, we'll get to that in a second once I get to this year. Right now, we're still talking about 2017. So anyway, so we had the Super 17 banner, and that was around. That was actually a pretty good banner. I still skipped it, and a lot of people did. But nonetheless, it was around until the 17th of April. Okay, so it went from the 1st to the 17th, 16 days, about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, give or take, depending on, what you want to say right there. But anyway, so that banner came around, and then it left. And then after that, we got the Majin Buu Banner. That was the Kid Buu Banner, right? That was the Extreme Int guy who, we all thought, the banner's kind of okay. I mean, it had like Majin Buu, it had Int Janemba, it had, Buuhan and everything like that. Back in the days where Buuhan was like one of the greatest and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that banner was around, and that went around until the 27th, okay? Then, one day later, we got the Janemba and Gogeta banners. And of course, we saw the previews for these guys about a week in advance. Maybe we saw like the silhouette of their Dokkan events coming back with the new super 2 times difficulty and all that stuff at that time, of course, in the game's lifespan. And that's that was hype, right? That was bringing everything back. It brought back the SSJ 3 Angel Goku. It brought back the Masked Sand. It brought back Cooler finally. It brought Murzamas and all that kind of stuff. It brought back everyone, for the most part, everyone that we really wanted, in a dual Dokkanfest banner. And they were great banners to go on. I know a lot of people put some really good stuff. Of course, you always have people that, didn't pull as great as stuff, but, that's the way these games go, right? We all know going in that, hey, you could get screwed. And then, who knows? Maybe that banner will be the last time you ever touch this game or any kind of game like this. So anyway, so that banner was that up until then, that's what we got. So we got 2 Dokkanfest exclusives, but we didn't really hear or see anything about it. I think at that time, V-Jump wasn't really announcing a lot of stuff. They were kind of announcing stuff here and there, but overall, that's what we got. We went Angel Goku, then we went Super 17, then we went Kid Buu, and then finally we got the big one, which was Janemba and the Gogeta, which was, there was the big hype one, right? The one we all wanted to save our stones for and everything like that. So, granted, that was in the time span of a month. So it went from the 18th to the 1st, and then on the 1st, after that, we got the Super 17. Super 17 went to the 17th, and then we got Kid Buu on that day, and Kid Buu went one day before the Dual Dokkanfest banner. So, knowing that right now, let's move over to what we now know about this year, and what we've seen from V-Jump, and what maybe we can take a wild guess at what could potentially be coming, and kind of take advantage of the fact of what we know from last year. So, first off, we had Sand Day, just like we did last year, except this year, on the 18th, we got the Jiren and the UI Goku Dokkanfest banner. Granted, both of them are Dokkanfest exclusive, so don't worry, Jiren's not going to get the Rebirth link. I've seen a lot of people, be like, oh, crap, is he going to get that? I'm not really sure. So, anyway, so we got that on the 18th, as you guys know, and the banner is slated to go away on the 2nd of April, and I believe the 2nd is a Monday, actually. So actually, it's lining up just like this Angel SSJ 3 Goku banner did last year at this time, okay? The 2nd is actually the very first day of school / work and everything like that. That's when my new school year starts, actually, that I teach. So that will be starting, and we can maybe assume that some banner obviously will take its place. Whether it's a double rates banner or something like that, we're not really sure. I don't see it being a Dokkanfest banner. And again, the reason I think this is because we are not in the 120% leads anymore, and we know what category is coming next. If you guys haven't seen the V-Jump translations video that I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, give or take, at the time of this recording and everything, we got notice that that Turles was gonna be the next Dokkanfest card. And a lot of people kind of looked at this and go, okay, cool, brings some originality kind of right into the game. A new character, some character that's maybe not exactly popular by, comparing to Jiren and all that kind of stuff, But, you know, he's new and, you know, categories. They bring these new mechanics, especially ever since the LR Vegito and Gogeta with these transformation mechanics and UI Goku getting it as well. Of course, having different situations and how you activate them and everything. So, and it even says in the translations when I looked at it, it said, you know, after, you know, certain conditions are met, you will eat the Tree of Might fruit and then you'll get like crazy powerful and everything. So, a lot of people are speculating that maybe this guy's going to be like the transformation category, which I guess would be anything from like the Tech Beerus to the new LRs that we have right now and the UI Goku. It's kind of hard to say though if that is. Some people are even speculating it might be low class tier Saiyans, which I don't personally think it is unless you are including every single Goku and Vegeta card, although Vegeta is technically not one. But then do you include Gogeta because it is technically half low class Saiyan because that's what Goku is? You know, obviously getting off topic there. But nonetheless, so a lot of people are kind of speculating like, okay, what's he going to be? Now, I'm not going to stay here and be like, okay, this guy's going to be bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Turles is going to be bad. Me personally, though, I don't see him particularly being like, you know, oh my gosh, this guy's going to be crazy. And now, I do know that they obviously put him in the V-Jump magazine. But at the same time, he's in a weird spot because, once again, we have Golden Week coming up at the end of April, and this guy said in the translations, when I looked at it, and even the kanji, it had the kanji for Chu in it, which means knockout or middle, it said middle of April. So you're thinking, okay, so this guy is probably going to drop maybe around the 17th or so, give or take. Let's just say the 17th of April this year. Just like last year, okay? So then from the 2nd of April this year until maybe around the 15th or 16th, we'll get probably some kind of double rates banner or maybe a double rates banner combined with maybe a Raleigh's banner or, you know, something like that. Maybe we'll get Dragon Ball Heroes back. Hard to say, but we're going to get something in between there. Now, we could get another Dokkanfest unit, but it's definitely not going to be as hyped as something that was announced, obviously, through either a V-Jump magazine or because of a holiday and everything like that, okay? So something will pop in there. And by the way, I'm going to ask you guys right now, what do you think will pop in the middle there, okay? So leave me your comments down below. So, let's just say, for example, the 17th is when this Turles drops and whatever cards come with it. So that could be anything. I don't think they'll bring back the LRs just yet, but I know, you know, they're probably going to bring back some other cards and everything. Now, what I don't think, let's say Turles, for example, is the transformation type category. Okay, he's not going to be the Giants category because we already have that with Tapion and everything like that. But if he is that category, I don't see units, particularly like, you know, STR Rose and Tech Vegeta Blue, coming back just yet. That's definitely going to be, at least in my opinion, that is going to be Golden Week. That is going to be the end of April. That is going to be hype right there, right? You're going to bring out some either new units or something that's really popular. And of course, you're going to bring those units back because those guys came back out during the new year, which a lot of people loved. I personally didn't like the Hero Banner, but, you know, it nerfed me just like it did the year before that. But anyway, getting off topic again, I think that's when those two are going to be coming back. I don't think they're going to be coming with Turles. And I could be completely wrong, though. I could be completely wrong. Again, this is all discussion, speculation. I have absolutely no proof of any of this. But what I do know is that based on the kanji that was in that magazine, it said the middle of April. So that means Turles is going to come around the middle of April, which generally means around the 15th at the very earliest, and then goes until, I don't know, I'll say the 25th maybe, okay? About 2 weeks. That's 10 days right there, so maybe a little longer. Again, probably till the 27th or something like that. Now, if you have looked at a calendar this year for April, we know that April 26th is going to be a Thursday, and then Friday is, or sorry, the 26th, no, yeah, the 26th is a Thursday, and the 27th is a Friday, which generally around that time, that's when these banners come out, right? They usually come out on some kind of Thursday, Friday time scale or something like that. So, if whatever hype card is going to be coming out for Golden Week or anything like that, and again, maybe bring back Tech Vegeta Blue and STR Rose and all that kind of stuff, if that stuff does happen, is Turles really worth going for? Now, even somebody who, you know, obviously makes videos on this, does summons and all that, I am actually considering skipping this guy. Now, I'm not going to write him off just yet. I want to see what he does. I want to see what kind of stuff will come out with him and everything like that. But overall, I'm just going to say right now that he might not be worth it, especially for maybe the average player, especially if you don't spend money. Unless his banner literally brings back like every single amazing card that you particularly need, then I would say, okay, go ahead, by all means. You personally, whoever you may be, you need this person right now, so go ahead and summon from it, and I hope that you get them. But I think for maybe the average player who doesn't spend money again, or maybe only spends on those sales, it might be worth just waiting until Golden Week, because another reason for that is, the reason I mentioned the sale part, is that if you are, you know, you can only do a few sales here and there. When Super 17 and when Kid Buu came out, they gave us sale stones, but they're only like, you know, we'll give you 3 times to buy the 90 stone pack for a discounted price and 1 for the 30 stone, and that was it, right? And then when Golden Week came around, we got the whole bundle, right? You had like 9 times for the 90 bundle, then you had like 3 times for the 30 and all that stuff. You know, there were tons of different things in there. And I think we might have even gotten a blue stone during that time, during that Golden Week celebration. So I wouldn't be surprised actually if we actually got a purple stone. If you remember the purple stone from the year 3 celebration, we could potentially see that again at Golden Week. So, you know, if you are someone who wants to save your money real quick and you only buy maybe a few sale stones and stuff like that, it might be a good idea, again, to skip Turles and wait until Golden Week. That's actually personally what I'm going to do. Again, like I said, unless these banners, these next upcoming banners are completely amazing, I'm honestly skipping them. Honestly am. I'm at the end of my student loans right now. I'm getting there, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to spend the money. Just not going to. So, either, you know, even with vendors and all that stuff that's available to everyone right now, I'm not going to do it. I don't have the need to. So it will be interesting to see though what exactly will be coming. So I want to ask you guys right now. This is the part of the discussion that I kind of talked about at the beginning. Is what do you think is going to be coming? Do you think it's worth it to go for Turles? Whether you like him as a character or potentially he could be really good or anything like that. Because if he is, for example, either a movie leader or he is a, not a Giants leader, but like a transformation category, unless transformation also means just simply Super Saiyan category, which I don't see them doing, I honestly just don't see him being worth it. Even something like a movie category, okay? Something that will have, you know, Cooler, Janemba, Gogeta will be in it, Tapion will be in there. You know, there are very good cards in that category, obviously, but they're actually pretty limited if you really think about it. So it'll be interesting to see, though, if he's going to be worth it, will his banners, what's his category going to be, this whole 9 yards. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you personally think it is going to be? I'm definitely really interested to see what they are going to bring. But like I said, I'm going to wait for Golden Week. I honestly am. We saw what it did last year. We see, you know, all these Japanese holidays and everything like that. They love to build off the hype of these holidays here in Japan. They're going to do it again. I can guarantee that. They will do that again. For what is coming, I don't know, but I can guarantee you they are definitely going to be bringing some pretty big banners, probably some sales, the whole 9 yards. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. So with that being said, what do you guys think? Comment down below right now. I want to hear your thoughts. I won't be able to answer back depending on when this video releases right at the beginning, but I will try to answer back when I wake up and everything like that. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by the video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell because YouTube is being all kinds of crazy right now with how they distribute out videos to people's sub box and everything like that. So if you want to see all my videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Otherwise, you might not see something for like 2 or 3 days. Or if you don't want to hit that because you don't want to get just flooded with notifications, go follow me on Twitter because, of course, it posts to Twitter right then and there. And a lot of people have said, well, I saw it on Twitter at least, so that's how I got notified. So if you want to see that, make sure you go down, check out the notifications in there, or just simply check back on the channel whenever you can. So again, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.